food for a feast of sorts. It's not exactly a feast that's underway here, in this snow-scraped village of Gohain in South Mizoram, bordering Myanmar and Bangladesh. The people assembled in the house of the village headman are here for a purpose: distribution of foodstuff in this famine-affected village. The relief material has come through ActionAid under its project Hunger Free Mizoram, and these people, drawn mostly from amongst the local villagers, are responsible for its distribution. For the villagers, there is every reason to engage in merrymaking. But not all can be swayed away by merriment. Certainly not Denga, who is in charge of the distribution process. Denga is a bit tense, perhaps a bit worried too. And so are the members of his team. The reason? Well, there is news that the relief convoy has been stranded on the way.
Today is the distribution day in Gohain, but unfortunately the road is blocked due to a big tree was fell down and the road was blocked. And now the distribution vehicle also was there in between the Klang and Komoy. But as I hope that in the midnight the road may be clear.
Tuần nào tạm hướng về rạp bọc khan, cho tiếng thấu cho ở khen lại à, mi bùi tê tram chăn nan Mizoram Sarkar chuan, bà phá cos scheme Asiama, cho mình nói à chuan, Mizoram puma chung có rep hay, khắc khát chêng sinh khát là lụt dấu lâu tết nè na, khắc khát chung, man là vin bù phá ya sema free ration scheme.
It's morning time in the village of Bungklang. The village has been informed that the convoy will shortly be arriving with the relief material. Elderly lot in the village have survived a similar famine in the 60s. Those who remember the famine of the 60s also remember the social turmoil that followed the famine. This generation hopefully has no reason to fear a relapse of the social malady.
So when we saw this crisis unfolding, we thought it was pertinent on ActionAid to intervene. And this is what we have been doing since 2008 April. We have had support from ECHO, and we have been going in with food aid, and they're having cash for work programs where local communities have come in. We're trying to get them back to working on their farms, making roads, and this has been very important. This has been very critical for people to get back their confidence and restore their livelihoods, and restore essentially a level of normalcy in an area which was very severely hit by the meltdown.
The scenic beauty and the lush look hills apart, nature has gifted Mizoram with a freak phenomenon. The natives refer to this as Motam. Motam begins with the flowering of the bamboos. Rodents who feast on bamboo seeds multiply to gobble up not only bamboo seeds but also other grains and foodstuffs. The bamboos, too, wither away. Forays into the forest now yield but a few herbs and barks only, on which the locals have to survive. Hunger, diseases, disabilities, and even death unfold thereafter.
Within their congested budget, they don't have any funds for relief of this mountain famine. Some people have lost their lives due to this famine. Due to malnutrition, some people get some diseases like diarrhea, dysentery. As an NGO, that is including church organization also, they have tried their best to relieve these famine victims. That is, as a government or as a NGO, we don't have any long-term plans because there is a phenomenon occurs in every 50 years in Mizoram.
Last year, from February 2008, Angela, the Secretary of Center for Peace and Development, and the Regional Manager and Program Officer from ActionAid Regional Office, Gohain, contacted each other, and then they heard, after hearing about the meltdown situation, this famine situation in Mizoram, and then they talked together and then had a meeting and then tried to find out in what way ActionAid can work in Mizoram, intervene in Mizoram. First, when I went to the villages first in the month of March 2008 along with ActionAid program officer, hearing them, interacting with them, and then seeing their living standard, it strikes my mind that this meltdown situation, the famine situation, is quite huge than we suppose.
The ActionAid activities in Long Klai are conducted in partnership with the Center for Peace and Development, an Ajol-based NGO, the Long Klai-based NGO Young Lai Association, which has considerable presence throughout the village-based units spread over the Lai Autonomous District Council area.
These are two things we have been supporting. Cash forward, though we planned for 1,500 families, this was for 1,500 families initially. But when we went to the field, we come to realize that okay, people are really suffering from.
Altogether, 49 villages are included in this project of ActionAid. The selection of beneficiaries is carried out in a democratic manner in this project. The entire population of the village is made to participate in the process. The list of beneficiaries is jointly drawn up by the ActionAid representatives and local workers in the presence of all the villagers. It's no wonder, then, that the village headman is all praise for the manner in which the process unfolds.
At the time, the people must be, what are the situations people have control, people have enough food or not.
The district administration too participates actively, and the process is constantly monitored by these organizations.
As I told you,
as it's an emergency relief and we can do much about it, and then we mostly concentrated about the works, our main components of food distribution and like the paddy seeds and the vegetable seeds, all those things which require.
None, however, shine away from sharing his experience. This meeting, being held at the sub-divisional headquarter town of Buntlang, is to discuss the modalities of relief distribution the next day. The relief materials arrive in time for the ceremony. The beneficiaries too arrive from their respective villages. Each of these families are to get 50 kilograms of rice, 3 kilograms of dal and 1 kilogram of salt per month till June 2009. The state government too has provided free food grains to the famine-affected people.
बहुत खुशी है पैसा मिलता है और चावल मिलता है दाल नमक सब कुछ मिलता है अभी तो बहुत खुशी है पहला से बहुत सुविधा हो गया अभी हम लोग इसलिए पूरा गांव वाला दूसरा आदमी बहुत खुशी है
During Mautam, I think the government of Mizoram also support every family like free rice. They are giving free distribution of rice. Most of the people, especially the spotted families, are very happy because before we support also the government does not actually they are not supported the family because the village small village we are supported the small village and poor family.
Nestled atop hills and amidst forests, as these villages are, these volunteers have to traverse hostile terrain to reach these people. Transportation of foodstuff too poses a Herculean task on this terrain.
My looking village by food. For Gang Puitlang to Mongbu 30 kilometers, Sabual Tlang 12 kilometers. Added into village in 42 kilometers.
We have faced a lot of problems regarding this transportation. For transportation of food reliefs as well as for ourselves, as the roads, there were types of not metal yet, and then due to rainy seasons also we face a lot of problems in this area.
It's not food grain alone that ActionAid provides to the famine-affected victims. Agricultural tools, paddy and vegetable seeds, tarpaulin, and many other materials are provided by ActionAid to help the people lead a normal life. The famine-affected people are encouraged to resume farming activities and therefore adhere to their traditional murins. There is also provision for special relief to persons with disabilities who cannot go far away. They are provided with piglets, saplings of fruits and commercial crops for the kitchen garden. Saplings soon yield fruits, and these are helpful smiles all around here.
In most of the villages, and we can see in real life also that from starvation we can see happy faces from the families. Like now they will be.
In ActionAid le European Commission here, mi pui trap tuar te chat pui na tan na tam tak an thoka. Heng sarkar thil ti le tlom ngai po le ko ran ho chan hem ngai na te ActionAid te in pek na wang hian Loklai district ka tu na hian Mizoram tram pui mi thi kan an ti ang mang an em na hiaw to lo wa kan lo le ni.
And the delicate bamboo leaves flutter freely all over again. The trees bear fruits. The villages bustle with life and activities.
ActionAid do not come here. I think that some people have lost their lives due to this famine.
The colors of the horizon spills over to the traditional loom. The seedlings of life spread smiles all over again.